of her. Yay! I made it. Sorry about the wait. That was like 15 minutes, so I apologize for that. But I made it. I was running around getting some things together, and also then the computer wouldn't load. The video wouldn't load, so thank you for waiting. Things just coming to settle down. Perfect. All in divine timing. I just don't like telling people a certain time and then not showing up. That's my own thing, though, maybe a little bit. All right. I'll say hi to you guys. Millie, going for a walk with your family. That's beautiful. In amongst the chaos and love. Hi, Chris. 2 points. Who lost? Who lost, Chris? They don't follow sports. Door dashing. Hi, Josh. Welcome. Millie's team lost. Oh, Millie's sports. Okay. Almost. Almost. Good game, team. We're all on Millie's team, I think. I am. The only sport, I'm just looking, the only sport I sort of follow is baseball. I watch a lot of the games and try to get to a couple with my daughter. That's really sweet. Yeah, I've kind of lost track of the sports. I don't even know when the Super Bowl is, honestly. I don't know. I think it's in the winter. Is it coming up? Did it already happen? I don't know. Maybe somebody knows that. Awesome. Hi, Tina. Welcome in. Hi, Grace. Welcome. Chris. Interesting thing. The plane that crashed in Philly was going to Kansas, and the big game in Philly is Philly and Kansas City. Oh, interesting. A week or two, I think. Possibly the 9th. There's definitely some interesting things happening. I felt like it was to be expected. Not that I wanted it to happen, but I felt there would be a bunch of plane incidents. Also, there were some readings that I tuned into a while ago, a couple months ago, and there was some talk about 3 different airplanes. And about security as well. So that came up in a reading a couple months ago. Actually, Care Bear was, it was part of a reading that she was a part of. It would be like Care Bear and Ange and stuff, I think was there as well. So that was just an interesting little thing that came up that was already confirming the feelings I already had. But I didn't really see anything about that for a bit, but I feel like that's maybe the manifestation of that energy. Yeah, anyway, welcome all in. Wait for the next 2 after the first. Yeah, it has that feeling, doesn't it? Plus, often things happen in 3s. I will tell a little story about my family. We had an interesting woman marry my uncle. And this interesting woman did a lot of things within the family. Maybe I won't get into details. But around her, there were a lot of things happening. And there was one passing. And I think it was at that point I decided to speak up to my family and say, hey, there's going to be more. And then after another one, there's going to be one more. And sure enough, there were the 3 of them, the 3 deaths within our family in that period of time. And I could just feel it. And I tend to sense when somebody is going to pass in my family. And that's up to them. I don't want to continue to feed that energy as it being an absolute, but I feel there's the possibility. Yeah. And I'm feeling that with a certain family member right now. So we'll see how that plays out because I know he still has the choice. I believe he still has the choice to decide whether he passes or stays at this time. Either way, he's still here, just in a different form. So, anyway, I'm going to get into things here. Yeah, so Millie's been posting really great posts that she posted on Imbolc, which is, I haven't followed all of the pagan holidays for a while, but I was in a community, like an actual face-to-face in real life community here for a while in Nova Scotia, and I haven't connected with that group for a while, but we did a lot of different things. We did, um, for Samhain, we did, like for Halloween, we did rituals on the commons in Halifax, and there were some camps that happened in the summer, and some other rituals and events that would happen through the year. So it's just been a little bit, and it's really wonderful to see your post, Millie. It's also helping bring me back to that. So, oh, does it sound distorted? I'm going to refresh, okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear what I'm actually saying? I'm going to refresh. There we go. Can you hear me a little bit better now? Has it changed? Flow like a snake. Better now? Perfect. Awesome. Got to take care of that corkscrew situation in my cabin. I haven't done that yet. Okay, perfect. A little better. It's not perfectly better. I'm doing my best with what I have right now. I hope that it's a little bit better. I probably, is it much better? Okay, because I don't know if I can make it any better. Okay, cool. I hope you could hear me. Yeah, I've been really enjoying your posts, Millie, and it's been getting me back to that, some of that practice. And it's Imbolc or Imolc right now, being the 1st of February or the 2nd or both. And then technically, in terms of holidays, uh, for different places, Ireland, and I don't know where else. I think it would be on Monday. But yeah, it's a good time to celebrate right now. And hi, Angela, welcome in. So I did get a couple things together for that. And I thought we'd create our circle and then, yeah, light a couple candles and just think about that for a moment. And Millie's inspiring me. So awesome. So let's just, we're going to bring that light down from the source, very center source, that beautiful, brilliant light in the center of all, and bring that down through us, this pillar of light, into our hearts on an in-breath, and down through our bodies into the very center of Mother Earth on the out, and into the heart, and rest there. So we're going to do that 3 times as usual, and then we'll expand to our bubble and then to our collective bubble here with everybody here at the moment, and then everybody who watches this at any time, because this is for any time. All right, so let's breathe in that light. Oh, and down to the center of Mother Gaia, and up to the heart, and rest there. Let it go. Breathe in that light, down to the center of Mother Gaia. Bring that up. So we're tethered and we're anchored. So light in, down to the light in the center of Mother Earth. Anchor and bring that up to our hearts. Now we'll expand into our bubble and we'll blow that bubble up. Love in, expand to our group bubble. Love in, expand. Mm, here we go. Feel more connected with all of you. We're all in here together. This is a space of love. All that is other than love must leave immediately. A space that is safe and full of only love. And according to all of your intentions, you can intend this silently or out loud, or you can opt out at any time. This is completely up to you. But if it is okay with you, we call in our highest selves. We call in our guides. We call in our ancestors, descendants of the light. We call in the angels and archangels and ascended masters and all of those that guard, guide, and protect us for the greatest good of all. We call you in now. We call in Archangel Michael for his protective force here to guard and protect for us, with us. Call in Archangel Raphael for the beautiful healing. We call in Bridget, who is a maiden energy, a maiden force. So a young force of the light, um, bringing us promises of the spring to come, and the reminder that our seeds need to be nurtured before they sprout out into full bloom. So we are assured here by her and by this time that even though it appears as though we are in full force of winter, and I believe that to be true, full hibernation mode, it's now that the seeds are being nurtured deep within the soil so that they can, when it is ready, begin to burst forth. This is the time of forward thinking into the spring while we huddle in our darkness. Beautiful. Spring is near. Yeah, what's what's the groundhog gonna say? I don't even know what our groundhog's name is. Forget. Let me just take a little looky look. But yeah, you're totally inspiring me, Millie, and going back to rituals that I've done that I used to do. Um, I've dabbled in a lot of things actually. So, Heaney, with your white candles for St. Bridget, that's beautiful. Beautiful goddess Bridget. Groundhog Day is a special day in part of Pennsylvania. Yeah, we do it here. The news will tell me what his name is, but I forget. If you want to type your groundhog names, the ones that you're aware of, that would be fun. Heaney. Let me go through here. No matter what, I blame the groundhog. That groundhog is like the shadow carrier, huh? You imagine? I mean, that just feels so. I just, that was the thought. That was the feeling that came to me right now. The groundhog being the carrier of the shadows, living underground, and coming back up when it's warmer. You might kind of stumble out or get woken up around now, but I bet you he'll go back to bed regardless for a while. And dream his big dreams and come out when things are sprouting. So that's a beautiful idea to think of him, think of the groundhog as the carrier of the shadows, the maybe the protector of the shadows. I don't know what groundhogs actually symbolize if I were to look that up, but I love that idea. Millie Day instead of Groundhog Day. Is it Millie Day tomorrow? Happy Millie Day, everybody. Angela. I just have to keep clicking here. I think Puxatawny Phil. Is that who you have? Because I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. All I know is that pitchers and catchers reported in a week or two. Pitchers and catchers. I don't know what that means. Tell me if you know what that means. Spring training is around the corner. We have Staten Island. Chuck. Okay. Staten is a name in my family, actually. Kind of extended family. My mom's half brother is a Staten. Um, oh, you going in, Heidi? Go show us what you got. Hi, Fatima. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know who ours is. I don't know. I might look it up and let you know tomorrow and tell you what he says. We can all report what he says tomorrow about our shadows and our light. Shadow keeper that he is. Oh, yeah, it's the Groundhog Day, where every day is Groundhog Day. Every day could be Millie Day. All right, so I'm getting dark. I'm going to turn on the light. Just a little extra light. All right. Ooh, metal is cold out here. Reminder to drink your water. I have been not following my own advice sometimes. So, all right. Yeah. So it being Imbolc or Imbolc, I have just a couple little things here because I felt that was important. Maybe just a couple things I can run through. And there were definitely things on Millie's post. And really beautiful ideas. And I got inspired to put my blanket out here as a tablecloth, which is like a tan color, but it's close enough to white. I'll run through some of the things. I have some incense. I was looking for sandalwood. I don't know if I have any right now. This is lotus, so I felt that was quite appropriate. It's called lotus. I don't know what's actually in it, but I'm gonna light that. I got new lighters, so this is a fire torch one too. See if I can work it. Let's see. Let me just check it first. Better work, because I need two hands to make it work. Don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna put it in here. See if I can get it going. It's so cold out. Why is it actually not working? Just bought it. It ought to be working. It's so cold. Okay, I'm gonna get the other one. I don't know about that. Okay, I'll be right back. This is a little trickier than I thought it would be. I'm working on it. I was going to light some incense as well. These just bought these. I hope they work. Okay. White and light blue, when I looked it up, were good colors for this holiday. And the particular candle I have is actually one that says stress release relief on it. And it has frankincense and myrrh in it. And myrrh is another one that when I looked up was a good one for this holiday. Um, I believe for the protective qualities, if I can just light everything. Maybe I need matches instead. Okay. The candle might not work. We'll see. 1, 2. There we go. Well, okay. I got one to go. We have to work out some of that wax, I think. The wicks aren't high enough. We got a little candle going. Perfect. I was going to light some incense, but I think I'll do that later. I have this really beautiful Celtic resin incense for Celtic wisdom. And I felt like that might be a good one. Because Bridget being like a maiden figure, bringing wisdom forth, I felt would be pretty appropriate. As she would eventually gain wisdom. Maybe not the energy of her, but the energy from her and beyond. All right, organizing. Yeah. All right, just looking here. Looking here. Wait till Millie gets on and talks about all the holidays and all the things we can do. And she does maybe rituals with us and things. I don't know. The possibilities. I just want to keep looking. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. The lotus. I thought I had sandalwood, and I still might, but I couldn't find it when I looked just now. So, as a spirit animal, the groundhog represents the idea of emergence and growth. In the springtime, yeah. It embodies the concept of coming out of hibernation and embracing new beginnings. Groundhog Day is one of my favorite movies, a metaphor for finding God, our true selves. Beautiful. The groundhog spirit animal encourages you to trust your inner wisdom and intuition and navigate through life's challenges. Beautiful. Ah, Josh, beautiful. Love you too. As always, 4:11. Yeah, it's 6:01 here. 24:04 on the time. Lotus. Yeah, Isis and Kuan Yin. Yeah, I feel more so too, but I feel like it's still appropriate because we come out from the underground, and the lotus for me is so much about the out in the down in the coming from the dark. So even though we're not blooming up into the light yet, um, I feel like we're the roots of the lotus at this point. All the times. This is 56s. About to drop off, so watching in the background. It's the cold. The fluid is too cold to flow. Yeah, it may be. It might be. I mean, I'm doing my best to do it anyway. uh, okay, wonderful. Yes, frankincense and myrrh were what the three kings gifted baby Jesus besides gold. Yeah, I know. And gold is actually a good looking it up. Gold is also appropriate for this holiday. And some other things. I have a couple of things written down. Yeah, it's been clearing all morning today. It's a beautiful feeling in my home today. Oh, that's beautiful, Grace. Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, I don't know. I wrote down a couple things. So yeah, the colors are white and light blue. White candles are generally a good idea. Sandalwood, myrrh. Um, the idea that even though we are still in winter, there is new life stirring in the darkness, just underground, ready to burst forth in the spring. And so we call in the light and the fire of the growing sun. And that's here with the candle. Millie had the beautiful Bridget, the cross of Bridget, or the Bridget cross. How does it? Cross of Bridget, I believe, um, as an idea for a craft. Or even you could draw it if you wanted to. Um, oh, I was going to bring birch tree out here. I'll put that on my altar. Birch is a tree associated with Bridget. And planting seeds. If you wanted to plant seeds or anything right now and keep them inside until springtime, it's a really great time to do that. Or if you wanted to harvest winter vegetables, it's a good time to make intentions, uh, write wishes on paper or on bay leaves and burn them. Gather around fires, walk in nature. It's good to place a cloth, a ribbon, or some sort of fabric or garment outside to collect Bridget's blessing. So you can collect her blessing just energetically, or you can collect dew. Um, and I was thinking about doing that, but I might just leave this blanket outside. That might be best for me to keep it sacred. Um, some stones associated and some that I have with me. I also have a couple things that are my kids because, um, as a very inspirational holiday, really, a very exciting one looking forward. I felt like keeping a couple things that my kids that they're associated with my kids is important because for me going forward, that's the energetics I want to have. This is one of their favorite stones we collected. Um, they're called Halifax rocks, and also there's Truro rocks. And they just paint them and leave them in places. And so we found a lot of them and we've decorated a bunch of them too. So we were collecting them and we were going to distribute them around again and with our own. I like this one because it's like my three babies. So love it. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, some of the stones associated: rose quartz. I always say peridot, but I never say it to anybody out loud. So some people say peridot. I'm not sure. Amethyst, chrysoprase, citrine, to fire agate, green stones associated with new life, even though we're not at that point yet. It's the idea going forward. Hematite, gold, yeah, and any plants. So symbolizing new growth. So to bring plants into the home is helpful. So yeah, you can leave things out. Spiritual tools and stones to be blessed by Bridget. So if you want to leave them on an altar, that's beautiful. And you can leave offerings for her as well. Um, there's a lot of suggestions online of what you can offer Bridget. I didn't write those down here, but just thought go through some of those for fun because I just thought it was exciting. Um, so yeah, that's me do some of my things. Something like that for sure. Beautiful, really cool stone. I love that one. So Diana was talking about leaving out a blanket overnight and collecting early in the morning to capture the morning dew. Morning dew is incredibly magical. Yeah, I want to do that. It's just so cold here. And I wonder how much of the dew I would collect. I would imagine I would have to use like something black, like maybe I just don't want to. I could use a garbage bag. That's probably the warmest thing I could get to collect it. But I suppose I could just use this blanket and then somehow scrape it off and use it. Um, See, I've used stones for a very long time, but I don't talk to other people about them very often. So I don't always necessarily pronounce them the same way other people do. So that's beautiful. Great to attract. Yeah. Protection and abundance. You love being out at dew o'clock. Awesome. One my youngest's initials are Dew, DEW, DEWS, because my last name. Um, because I really believe Dew is magical as well. Just a little snippet of information from my life. Um, let me see. I'm just seeing if I can read that. Diana said then you use the blanket on an area of the body that needs healing. Oh, that's a good way to do it too. I had seen people talking about collecting the dew. I just feel like it would be trickier to do that in a very cold place like this. But if I just use this as my ritual blanket, I feel like I could just keep it. I just keep it sacred anyway. Um, yeah, it is chilly here. It is minus something. I don't know, minus 10. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go through some of the things that I normally do, um, and come back and talk. What do you think? Can drumming be done on this holiday? It's a pretty exciting holiday. Honestly, in the pagan tradition, it's the beginning of spring. It's like, oh, here we are. Like it's exciting now. We're moving forward into spring. Um, I mean, it's still very much winter, um, physically, but this is when those seeds are planted, and it's exciting time. So here, where is it in Toronto? Minus 18. Yep, that's no joke. I have I keep thinking about it. When I put this coat on, I think of you, Millie, because it says on the label, it says brave soul and it says established 1972. So just a little message for you, Millie, or anybody from 72. I think of showing you. Okay, I'm going to do some spins. We'll do the 33 clockwise as usual. And then we'll just enjoy that feeling as we recalibrate. Oh, the stars are out. Don't mind my distraction. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, we'll do 33 and then clockwise, looking at your thumb. We'll enjoy that feeling as we slowly come back to center and then take some breaths and yeah, onward. Do it at your own pace. Don't need to do them all. Do them slower, do less, whatever works for you to realign, whatever feels right. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Oh, yeah. And breathe. Keep those feet planted. Coming out of the shadows into the light. Just for a little bit until we go back into the shadows for night again. The stars are gorgeous. All right. Shoulders just slow, calming down. Stretches. Oh, beautiful. Oh. Beautiful. Good. Good. All right, I'll do a couple exercises here. The eyes. A couple little things. So in on the eyes to the temples, out. Down behind the ears on the in. Down to the heart. In. Now across the belly button and down the leg. All right. On your spine around belly button level in the back. And pull forward. Perfect. My little candle went out, but that's okay. That's kind of to be expected. All right. Let's ground. Let's send love out first. So I'll just center in our hearts here for a second. Okay, so we'll breathe into our hearts and then we'll breathe out in bigger amounts because we're already anchored. So we'll breathe in. Bigger bubble. Our yard, where our house is. The bigger property. Love in. Love out to that area. Love in. Love out. Bigger area. Love in. Love out to all in that area. Love in. Love in. Village, town, or city. Love in. Out to your area. In. Love out. County. Love in. Love to the county. Envision and feel it. Send love. Province, state, or territory. About. Really send them all love. Country. Love in. Go to the country. Love in. Love in. Feel as we start to work together as we overlap. Continent. Love in. Love in. Love in. Northern or southern hemisphere. Love in. Out. Love in. Out. Love in. And out. Love in. Mother Gaia and Earth. All together. Soul system and solar system. Love in. Out. Love in. Out. Love in. And out. Galaxy. Melt into it. Universe. Multiverse. Become love. Did I say multiverse? Cosmos. All that is. Yay. Feel that oneness in love and light. In love and light. In love and light. So it is. So it is. So it is. I'm going to work through the chakras here. Just going down and shutting down. So we'll do it really calmly. To shut down for the night. Keep them open, but in a calmer state. So we'll start at 15 and we'll work through the body chakras down to the earth chakra. All right. So I like to bend my knees, my arms up in a nice power pose and start on 15. Crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, earth. Feel that grounding into the earth. We're connected above, we're connected below. We're strong. And we're able to flow because we're rooted strongly. 2 Ho'oponoponos. Let everything go that's not ours. Realign. Ho'oponopono. 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 I am sorry. Please forgive I. I love you. Thank you. Ho'oponopono. 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 I am sorry. Please forgive I. I love you. Thank you. Ho'oponopono. 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 I am sorry. Please forgive I. I love you. Thank you. Ho'oponopono. 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 Beautiful. From the shadows to the light. We are on a journey from the shadows to the light right now. In many ways, throughout the course of our year, through our moon cycles. So we have our sun cycles, we have our moon cycles, all sorts of cycles. Very long periods of time for us as well. We also have our days. The weather is weird. Tomorrow is going to be a lot warmer. Oh wow, I haven't looked yet. I would love that because I had my sink freeze up again. It just goes outside, and so it gets pretty cold, and I have a faucet that kind of drips, so if I forget to put something underneath it, then it just drips into the pipe, and um yeah, it can freeze up my whole sink. So I have some water in my sink right now, so I have to be careful about using it. At a traffic light. Ah, Josh, thanks for checking in with us. 4647. Now at a train. You're at a train. You're traveling, are you? Oh, sorry. I thought that was Chris for a second. I was confused. At a train. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that today. We were talking about trains earlier. I mean, it's not that funny. It's a sink. Here we are at another sink. Now that I was talking about my sink, now we're talking about a train sink. So a sink to a train sink. Um, we went by a train today, and as I went out with a neighbor, and that was nice. I just met a neighbor that lives close by, and went out with him and somebody who's been staying here. So we went out to town today just to get a couple things, lighters being one of them for me, a couple food items. But that was really nice. And I've been looking for a job in the area, and he actually just kind of it's very interesting because I had envisioned working for somebody close by, and out of the blue, he kind of said, "Oh, I'm just looking to hire somebody to clean." And I went, "Oh, I actually do that right now here, and I've been looking for somebody close by, so he would be happy to pick me up and go clean there, which would be really helpful for me. I'm looking to bring in some money like that." So but, oh yeah, the train sink. He started talking about trains because we went by a train car in a place where I had hiked with my kids. Really beautiful area. We've gone on a lot of hikes, and started talking about the trains across Canada, which I haven't done. I don't know if any of you have traveled by train a lot. I did it when I was younger a little bit, for like a day. But trains, I like the trains. My boys were obsessed with trains, and so is a friend of mine. So anyway, I'm not sure what song you're singing. Picturing us overlap. I'm sorry about the lightheadedness. My nose gets kind of funny when I breathe into my nose so much in the cold. It's pretty intense. The Who, the Who. Nice. Awesome. I have a trouble remembering songs by titles and lyrics, and I have trouble with faces too. Probably traumatic stuff from my childhood. I don't know. Probably part of it. Um, it's so funny. People have to explain movies to me sometimes because if there's people that look similar or they don't have huge identifying features, I will completely mix them up and get really confused about the story. It takes me a while to remember somebody's face. And I'll usually use other things like clothing to remember somebody. Just saying. Um, so I'm a little bit face blind and a little bit challenged with memory. So I've learned a lot of things, but I don't necessarily retain it with like other people, which has allowed me to rely on other gifts. But it does make certain things challenging. Taco Palace. Nice. Anyway, yeah, I is 50 minutes in. Wishing everyone a blessed evening or day. Thanks, Fatima. Blessings to everybody. John Candy. Yeah. Man, my mom collected John Candy movies. When did we get to John Candy? Oh, trains, planes, and automobiles. Sorry, I didn't I didn't see that one. Oh man, so we had a few John Candy movies. That was fun. I could tell time by trains while growing up in the Midwest. Yeah, I have a friend who grew up in this area and would have to cross the tracks every time he came to his town. And so, yes, he could pretty much tell time by them as well. They were always racing them and seeing if they could get ahead of them. Uncle Buck, I was thinking of that in my head just now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know when it was that he passed, but sweet guy. A good one. It was a good one. Well, you got to be sweet if your last name's Candy. It just runs with the territory. Um. So yeah, what am I gonna do? It's pretty cold out here. I do have my drum out here, but I'm not sure. Not sure what I want to do here. Any ideas? I just wanted to do something a little bit simple, a little bit short and sweet. But we had trains at yeah, okay, every half hour, quarter after and quarter to. Yeah. Yeah, my friend had something like that. Um, and we've actually raced them with him. It's pretty fun. And he was pretty obsessed with trains growing up. Um, kind of like my boys. My boys played with a lot of wooden train tracks and had a lot of trains and would make them all over the house. I used to watch like Izzy's Train Time and stuff. If you have young kids, that's really fun. So they make a lot of train tracks everywhere, and the boy in there helps. Um, yeah, my guys got really into trains. Anyway, sidestepping, but yeah, I don't know if anybody wants drumming. Is drumming a good thing for this holiday? Just Mother Earth beat. Could maybe do a little. I just don't know if I could do much. I wonder if I could do it with my mittens on. Just for fun. Just for fun. It's only 6:30, so I know that some people go to bed early here, but it's only 6:30, so. The trains. Yeah, I had a best friend when I was younger, and when I was in middle school and I had moved away, we took a train for like a full day. It was maybe like 23 hours or something. Hey, Karen! The Care Bear, well, you're not Grumpy Bear. If Karen was a Care Bear, what Care Bear would Karen be? That's like how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck lots of wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I see 7 likes here. I know my likes don't go up. I see 9 people and 7 likes. That's what I see. Share Bear. Who's that coming from somewhere up in the sky? Moving fast and bright as a firefly. Cheer Bear. I love Cheer Bear. But that's the one I had, the pink one with the rainbow. There was like Sunshine Bear, I think, Grumpy Bear. um, there was a green one, like with a leprechaun like a clover. Lucky, he's probably Lucky Bear or something. And oh, there's Braveheart. Braveheart was the lion bear, wasn't he? That's a good one too. 4, 3, 2, 1, stare. Well, you shared a short? Oh, that's good. Is it you singing Care Bears or something else? There was a mint. Yeah, there was one with a four-leaf clover. There might be a mint one as well. Like I know there's a green one. Um, just fed the dogs. Who let the dogs out? Chris, 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 Chris. Just for the dogs. You didn't leave them out though. You just fed them. So the cats just fed the dogs and gave the cats some treats. Can't feed dogs and not give the cats something. I hear you. Sunshine Bear, the yellow one. Ah, beautiful sunshine. Care Bears, caring is sharing. No, no natural women, makeup free. Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out, Karen. Beautiful. Natural woman. Remember your singing videos the other day. I'm happy you're singing again. Yeah, awesome. Back on the road. Josh driving all around town. Go through the portal and come visit Josh. Hey, Josh. Hey, yeah. Soul Tribe. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I might just drum a little. I wonder. I can do it with mittens on. It doesn't sound as good, but it keeps my hands warmer. And it's not as loud, so that's. I'm just playing around, Karen. My throat is really a mess right now, but thank you. um, yeah, my throat is not what I'm used to, but it's an interesting thing. Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm working on right now. Is yours clear? That's beautiful. I think it's a good time to drum because it's like but it's like a quiet earth drum. Well, which isn't necessarily always quiet because we're in the middle of winter, though. It's feeling into the earth and what's being created in the darkness. Mm, the dark, cozy darkness. All the creations waiting to spring forth, you know? You're an idea phase. You listen to drums? Because of the way my brain works, I get a little confused when I'm doing more than one thing at once sometimes. So it's a good exercise for me. I wish we could all play together and just play. Ugh, it's so those mittens are so big, and I don't have the right angle on my drum, but I need more of an angle. But plus, I get bored of the same beat all the time, so I mix it up all the time. I'd be really frustrating to drum with, unless people are really creative. That would be so fun. Oh my gosh, I just have to look now. I love playing. I'm not an expert at all. Just like to play a lot. And I've been inspired to bring it. I hadn't even brought my drum out for a long time. A lot of things sit in dust sometimes, or they used to. Not going to let that happen as much anymore. I have a guitar sitting in there that I have not brought out in a long time. So we'll see what happens there. A cappella. Ah. Ah. Gosh. That's beautiful. Paid StreamYard till April. StreamYard go. Oh, up to 10 people? Let's do it. Party time. Oh, man. The dogs are barking. Can you hear them? Actually, there's only one adult dog now. That would be Bo. I just want to see what it says. My hands are definitely not going to be able to take this for very long. There are a few of us that played together at Adam's retreat. It was awesome. Oh, that's beautiful. If you want to join, my email is in my description. Let's do this. Yeah. Woo. Hey, Nathan. I know this is a bad time to go live while you're live, Lindsay, but I am setting up a spontaneous testimony live stream for someone very special in my life. Come watching a bit if any want to. Oh, awesome, Nathan. We'll go check it out in a moment here. I'm just finishing up. I'm just kind of playing around right now. Did I say hi to you, Tina? I think I did. Awesome. Oops. I think I'm pretty chilly out here. Poetry night. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get myself kind of. My incense is almost finished. My candle blew out a while ago. Nathan, yeah. Having a poetry night February 8th at 8 p.m. my channel. 8 p.m. Eastern, I imagine. My channel with Heather and surprise guest. Yay! Awesome. That would be awesome, Karen. Let's do it. I want to be there. Nathan, I saw you posted something for my first spiritual teacher before Adam, Flo. I was going to mention a woman that I met not that long ago, probably a couple years ago. One of the strongest women I've ever met. Her name was Flo. And I almost brought her up a couple days ago. So thanks for the reminder. She's like a super strong woman. Beautiful, beautiful. Older woman. Just dynamic. Anyway, reminded me. It's beautiful. So you posted, that's beautiful. Chat shares lines too. Yeah, cool. Eastern, 8 Eastern on in a week from now. So next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Karen is going live with a poetry night.